Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Nydia and I'm back, y'all. I'm back with another Married at First Sight, you guys. Last week I played hooky. I needed some time to rest, relax my mind, all that jazz. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. So actually, I did watch some of last week's episode and it wasn't all that interesting to me. So I was just like, yeah, I could play hooky with this one. But anyway, so this episode tonight, let's talk about how the couples, they've known each other for 8 days. And so a little over 1 week, and they're back in Houston and they're moving in together into the apartments, the apartments that they put everybody else in, the same building, same floor plans, all of that jazz. So everybody's in that. And I want to let's talk about Johnny and Bao because they were the last one before, the show went off tonight. So yeah, I feel like it's deeper than what I thought it was with Johnny and Bao. And I'm not sure exactly who more wrong and who more right in this situation. However, I feel Johnny, like I say, living with somebody, moving in with somebody or whatever, when you're used to being single, you're used to, moving and sliding how you like to slide, how you want to slide, and, nobody gonna check you. So, that's what everybody is used to at this point. So they're married and they've jumped into this whole thing and they're having to adjust really quickly. Now, I am with Johnny when he said that you need to take a bath. You need to take a bath. Yes, a bath. You need to take one. You need to take one before you hop in my bed. These clean sheets, there's this, you're a woman, you're a lady. So, it's something you need to do. And she just said straight up, I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't finna do that. And I'm like, girl, you are on TV talking about how you not gonna wash your ass. So that was taken back, and I really feel like that just really threw him off. And he was like, look, I need some space. I need to go to my place. I need to chill out. I'm pissed. Like, this really, I don't know if this for me. Like, that really sent him over the edge. But apparently, it's been more things. So fast forward to Pastor Cal when he brought them two together, and Johnny said that basically, well, no, before we get there, let's talk about how Bao said that, we did know each other, but I was the nerd and I wasn't the popular kid. So he looked right past me, but isn't it funny now that we're married or whatever? So he looking around like, yeah, it's true. I really wasn't kind of checking for you like that, so it is what it is. But anyway, let's keep that in mind. Let's definitely keep that in mind. So Johnny expressed this, and he was very hesitant. Like, I don't want to hurt this girl feelings. She already super sensitive with certain things. Like, and she has a right to, because she don't know you like that yet. You get what I'm saying? You're still getting to know each other. So he was like, look, you like a child. You don't conduct yourself. You don't carry yourself like a grown woman. And while it was very harsh, and she can't change who she is and how she expresses happiness and joy, I feel like in a nutshell, he was saying, like, I need a woman with more big energy. Like, I need a woman that's like that just rests in her divine femininity. Like, that know what she want when it comes to, I don't know, I feel like Bao does, she knows what she wants. She knows how to communicate. She knows how to take a lick. She can take a lick. Like, when somebody throws some harsh shit at her, I feel like she handles herself very well. She doesn't fly off the handle and just react without really trying to understand. So I respect that about Bao. But I feel like Johnny wants, or he's more attracted to more spice, more spontaneity, more like, you know, instead of like looking up at me like a kid, like a puppy, like give me a kiss, he wanted just kiss me. You get what I'm saying? Just kiss me, like just go for it, like just give me a little bit more oomph. And you know, it does come across like the relationship is it's like very socially awkward, like that might be due to them not knowing each other that well yet. So yeah, it's very interesting how this is coming out with Johnny, and how he's expressing like, look, I'm really not attracted because you ain't giving enough. You're not giving enough like oomph. You know what I mean? Like it's very vanilla, very like dry, you know, and he just like, ugh. I need a little kick. I need a little spice. So that's my interpretation. I'm not saying that's what he was trying to say, but that's just my interpretation of it. So moving on, let's talk about Zack and Micahela. So they get back together or whatever. He basically, you know, lies to her and he says, hey, you know, I'm still testing positive, you know, for the 19 or whatever. And he surprises her at the door with some roses, very sweet, nice gesture. She welcomes him with a gift that, you know, she would have given him earlier, but because they had a quarantine, you know, blase, 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 blase. So, to me, Zack, this episode, was acting like a butt. He really was. Like, it was so ridiculous. Now, I do feel like Micahela can react, okay? She is very like, I'm gonna let you know how I feel, when I feel how I feel, and I really don't care how it come out or how you interpret it. Like, if I gotta kind of cuss your ass out, like, then that's what it's gonna be. Now, that's not the healthiest in all cases, and somebody like Zack, I just don't feel like Zack is ready. Like, it's just an immaturity about him that I sense. Like, when they were sitting there talking to Pastor Cal about the blow up that they had, because he left and he didn't even communicate with her and tell her like, hey, I'm not in the house. Hey, I left. Hey, blase, 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 what happened? Like, he didn't even say anything. And I just feel like, to be honest, like, letting your partner know that you've left the house or whatever the case may be is just common courtesy. Like, nobody's trying to keep tabs. Nobody's trying to make you not feel like you grown. Just common courtesy. Anything could happen. It's crazy out here, y'all. So I feel like her feelings were very valid in that situation. Now, she got to let that guard down. She definitely has to let that guard down. But then again, Zack he has to show I feel like he needs to show a sense of emotional intelligence, because she needs that. She really needs that. And he just seems like immature in that way, in so many ways. Like, it was hard to watch. It was cringy to watch. Like, with Pastor Cal, like, every time, you know, they would get somewhere and they would seem like they're getting to some type of resolve, it was like 10 steps back in that whole conversation. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, he said, sit closer together. They sit close together. He tried to rub it like he halfway kind of doing it, like he on thin ice or whatever. And then, you know, one little this from her, and he's like, oh, fuck it. And I'm just like, nah, look. That's not how a protector acts. That's not a king behavior. My opinion, okay? That's just how I feel about it. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know if they gonna make it. Like, they have a lot of chemistry. Their intimacy and their chemistry and their fireworks, I feel like, is what Johnny is longing for with his relationship with Val. So, I don't know. That's what I'm gonna just throw that out there. Maybe that's what it is. What y'all think? So, who is next, y'all? Who next? Myrla and Gil. So they aren't really, to me, making any real like process. Like, they're not making any real processes or successes in their relationship so far. Again, it's only been 8 days, but I just feel like they should be a little bit further. And I feel like Gil feels like that too. And he is, the brother is trying, okay? But at every corner, it's like hard stops with her, like hard stops, like no bending, like no nothing. And it's nothing. Let's get to, you know what? Before we get into that, but what I was about to say, let's get into how they went to her house. And I was just expected to see like the lap of luxury. I was expecting to see, you know, house HGTV. Like that's what I was hoping to see when they got to Myrla's house. And the fact that her bed was no bigger than, her bedroom was no bigger than the apartment that they're staying in together, that the show put them in, or even the hotel room, girl, you giving a little too much with that. So that small car, it was just, I wasn't impressed, y'all. Like for her attitude and how she is so-called bougie, like I just didn't get it. It ain't, the math ain't mathing when it came to that whole living arrangement, that living situation. So it is what it is with that. So she's just very difficult. And Gil, he begging for a kiss. He is begging for a freaking kiss, like a peck on the lips to his wife. Now, granted, nobody has to do something that they don't want to do. That is not what I'm saying. But he's bending over, bending backwards, and she's not bending at all. That's the real issue. So Gil was straight up. He said, look, if you're not gonna put your best foot forward in this, I'm going to divorce you on decision day, period. Think it's a game. That's what he said. He said, think it's a game. So anyway, there's that. Jose and Rachel. So they're, they got a good little connection, and they finally admitted that they had sex. Now, they didn't want to admit it when they was around the other couples, to my knowledge. I don't remember them even saying that. I think they lied. I said it in my last video when they talked about it. I said, no, I think they lying. Like, cause they're clearly doing the do. Like, they getting down. Like, who crazy? Ain't nobody crazy. Nobody's stupid around here. So anyway, so they tell Pastor Cal, yeah, they've consummated their marriage. But before all that, they go to each other's houses as well. And Jose got it together, baby. Jose got his house together, okay? Like, I was not mad at it. It's like, he looked like, look, I got this big house. All I need is a wife and some kids in this bitch. Like, like, that's what it was. And Jose, like, it freaked her out when she went into one of his rooms and she saw that he had his budget out on a whiteboard and all that. And this is his personal opinion, I didn't find anything wrong with that. I feel like he is very responsible, and he has a lot of the characteristics that a lot of women wanted a man. That good credit, nice house, got your stuff together, you know how to budget. You get what I'm saying? Like, all of those things, girl. So there's that. So they go to her house, and it's cute. It's cute. It's her. And the first thing he noticed was the clutter, like the empty gallons of water or whatever. And I was right there with him. I'm like, for me, clutter is too much for me. Like, I don't like stuff in every corner. I just can't. I can't. So I really sided with him, and I really was like, yeah, girl, like, you need to pick that shit up. You need to throw that away. You need to throw that away. I feel like if you ain't picked it up in 6 months or more, if it doesn't have any real sentimental value, you need to get rid of it. You really need to get rid of it, because it ain't doing you no good at all. So I'm team Jose with that. Now, he does need to loosen up. he does need to. And I feel like it's like a yin and yang. Like, I feel like she is like the I want to experience life. I want to, you know, I don't want to just, you know, work. I want to enjoy the fruits of my labor. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm like that. So they just need a healthy balance with that. So I felt like Pastor Kyle gave them really good advice when it came to that. Just a little bit of balance. And it's very possible, like, it's very possible to do that, because look, he got the budget, baby, and she got the idea. She got where we going. Okay, put that together and match made in heaven. So that's Jose and Rachel. Oh, another thing I want to mention. She talked about her 3 alarms or whatever. And ain't nothing worse than you sleeping in the same bed with somebody and they got 3 alarms going, and it be you that wake up from their alarms and they be dead asleep from their 3 alarms. So I felt Jose. I really felt him. I did. So anyway, let's get into Brett and Ryan. We're gonna save them for last, y'all. So Ryan is very laid back. He's chill pill. Like, that's just what he is. And I feel like it's a little bit to a fault, because they don't really talk about the things that they need to talk about. They don't express their feelings and really, you get what I'm saying, open that door up, because he's just so chill, so laid back. And Brett, you know, we haven't really gotten a chance to see that side of her, but she is like very, you know, anxiety filled in a lot of ways. And they're like a yin and yang, like a you know, left and a right as well. So when in that sense, but I do feel like they complement one another. And Ryan had a nice ass house, okay? he had a nice house too. He got his stuff together too. So I like that. I like seeing men, you know, they have their stuff together. So when you do decide, hey, I want me a woman, like, I want to get married, I want a wife, look, you got something to put it, you got something for her to come to, okay? So, so yeah, there's that. So anyway, I feel like Brett and Ryan, though, they have a lot of differences as far as politics and lifestyle. And she's not into country, you know, lifestyle and hunting and all of that and camping and stuff like that. She's not really into that, and she's very vocal about it. But that stuff could be worked on. I just really feel like that stuff can be worked on. That's not major. Now, if I had to pick 2 couples right now where their issues are major, it would be Myrla and Gil. It would be them, and it would be, I'm surprised to say, it would be Bow and Johnny, because something about when you tell a woman that you are not attracted to her, and she already has those insecurities, like, oh, I snore, or I was the nerd, I was the bookworm, I wasn't the popular one. Like, when she already has all those things, and then you turn around and you tell her, like, look, I'm not really attracted to you in that way, because, or something that you really can't control. She really can't control how she reacts when she's happy, or when she's expressing her joy, or, you know, that she's giddy. Like, she can't help that. So for somebody to tell you, so I just feel like that's gonna be a big thing. So we already done seen Johnny in the previews or whatever, you know, crying, you know, saying, you know, that he fucked up, you know, that he right in the head, that he, you know, that he ain't doing what he supposed to do anyway. So there's that. We gonna get into it. It looks like next week is gonna be pretty interesting as well, y'all. So yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all thought about this episode. I thought it was very good. I felt like we really get into the nitty gritty, you know, and it's not giving like too much drama, you know, like last season, it was just too much, you know, so this one is giving just enough. So y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Y'all, thank y'all for always coming in and supporting. Until next time, you guys. Bye.